As youth grows and develops into adults, there are a multitude of contributing factors and situations that will shape them into who they will one day become. Be it their social standing, education, parental influence, mobility, or an array of other influences, the effect they have cannot be underestimated. In the case of Bailey and Ashley, two very different stories present how one's surroundings can shape their future.
My name is Bailey, and I was born into a loving family with my mom, dad, and little brother Toby in a town called Newcastle, Australia. My dad worked in construction, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom. We didn't have a lot of money, but my parents both thought it was more important for my mom to stay at home with us than be out working. Mom being at home gave us a real sense of family. However, a critical moment came when I was 9 and my brother was 7. My mom was diagnosed with an aggressive form of breast cancer and died 5 months later. Obviously, this was a devastating time for all of us, and the most significant turning point in my life. My dad had to continue working long hours, and we were often left in paid care in our younger years. He wasn't a great communicator, since he came from a strong male-dominated town where men didn't talk about their feelings. He didn't talk to us much, and I know he was completely lost in how to raise 2 young boys all on his own. However, my younger brother was becoming more recognized for his sports achievements at school, representing the school in regional games. My dad loved this about Toby, and it was as though he finally had something he could relate to with at least one of us. Schoolwork came naturally to me. However, this seemed to widen the gap between my dad and I. I missed him, moreover his recognition of me as much as he gave to my football-head brother. In my last year of high school, I started going to a few parties. I definitely wasn't in with the popular crowd or with the girls. However, I took LSD with some friends one time. Originally, I did this to give me more confidence, but pretty quickly, I liked the feeling and perspective it gave me. After my first trip, I remember waking up and deciding it was time to do something positive with my life for once. I knew that I was already quite an independent person, and although I was smart, I knew I wanted a life of adventure and to explore the world. That was when I decided to apply for university on the Gold Coast to study international journalism. A qualification was my ticket out of Newcastle and break away from tradition of becoming a minor. And I met a girl at uni. Actually, I met a lot of girls at uni.
Growing up in the North Shore of Sydney, an affluent suburban area, Ashley belonged to a white-collar nuclear family. She was raised by her mother, a housewife, and her father, a high-powered lawyer. She had a peaceful childhood and went to primary school where she made a lot of friends. She excelled at school, making for an easy transition to prestigious high school in the area. She was able to keep all her friends while still accelerating in academia. Due to her network of friends and good grades, Ashley felt confident in her ability to pursue higher education. In her free time, she discovered a passion for art. Beginning as simplistic sketches, she soon progressed to aquarels in which she found she was able to express herself and find solace from her problems. Her family tolerated her passion for art, but did not support it. This created tension in her home life, as her father strongly believed that it was not appropriate for people of their social standing to regress to lower professions. A critical moment arose when Ashley discovered an announcement in the Sydney Morning Herald for a competition for young artists. Despite the negative attitudes presented to her by her parents and friends, Ashley decided to submit one of her paintings into the competition. Weeks later, a letter arrived informing Ashley she was a finalist in the competition and that she was to attend a ceremony to announce the winner. Upon attending the ceremony, her parents were able to see that by pursuing a career in the arts, she would not be discarding the family's social capital. Her parents' newfound acceptance and encouragement gave Ashley the mobility to move interstate to pursue a Bachelor of Multimedia at Griffith University.